out.
Stop.
Well?
What's going on?
Orders of his lord.
Oh, come on then.
Nothing. All right.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've got something for you. I know this is your favorite.
It is indeed. Thank you. I brought you something.
Thanks, Henry. I bet you
I brought you something.
Thanks, Henry. I put on the dress you gave me, Henry. What do you think?
I've got some.
All right, I can't have you.
Wouldn't you like to take?
I'd love...
Listen, Teresa. There's something I ought to tell you.
What is it? What's troubling you?
I'm not quite sure how to tell you, so I'll just spit it out. So Radzig Kobyla is my father.
And King Wenceslas is my cousin. You really had me going.
No, I'm serious.
What? But, Henry, how on earth could...
I know, it was a shock for me too. It turns out Sir Radzig and my mother had some... romance. Of course, he couldn't marry a commoner.
And your father? I mean the blacksmith. God, that sounds so odd. I mean Martin.
He knew Sir Radzig from way back. Martin... Pa married her before I was born, to protect her reputation, and raise me as his own.
And Sir Radzig allowed it?
Sure. Actually, I get a feeling the whole thing was agreed between them. Sir Radzig was glad she wasn't left alone with a child.
My God, Henry, that's just... And what will that mean for you?
I honestly don't know.
You don't know?
Well, it all depends on Sir Radzig, doesn't it? As his illegitimate son, I don't have any rights as such. But it's not like I've suddenly become a noble like Capon. And even though Sir Radzig has publicly acknowledged me, well, sort of, it hasn't really changed anything.
And if Sir Radzig decided to make a real noble of you, would you want that?
Me become a noble? Fine clothes, hunting, drinking wine from a gold goblet, and stuffed pheasant for breakfast? Ha! Of course! Who wouldn't want it?
I think there's a little more to it than that, Henry. You'd have huge responsibilities.
True. But anyway, it's not important what I want. A bastard will always be a bastard.
I don't know. All sorts of things can change. Would you still care for me, a common millmaid, if you were a nobleman?
Of course. I'll always be fond of you. Nothing will change that.
I'll remember that. I hope you won't regret those words.
No fear of that.
I must go, Henry. Take care.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
God grant you.
Do you know if there's anyone around here?
Could be. It might not be to your liking, though, on account of its. Of course, folk here don't want to have anything to do with it. See you later.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
God's blessings.
Do you need a hand with anything?
I certainly do. After what happened, I don't know where to begin. But why bother? There's just no point anymore. Our best customer was Sir Divish of Talmberg. He paid handsomely for our horses. But now my husband is... No, although we still breed excellent steeds.
Then why would he stop buying from you?
I don't know, really. Take our dabbled grey and show him to his lordship. He's a fine steed. A bit of a devil, but fast as the wind. That ought to convince...
Why me? Why not?
I need all my stable boys here, and besides, you've got his lordship's ear.
But how?
Race? I can't go running around like a March hare just to win some
No, not you. A horse race. The winner will determine who Sir Divish buys from.
Ah, I see. And I was afraid I'd have to try and outrun people half my age with these...
All right, I'll go and ask Sir Divish.
That would be very kind of you, lad. Please send... Good luck, then.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
You nearly killed me.
Yeah. Yeah. This one is from Neuhoff.
Damn it all.
Take good care
What
of
am I
him
going
for
to
me.
do now?
Yeah.
Can I help?
God be with you. What can I do for you?
Master Huntsman,
There's always... You're that Scarlet's lad, aren't
that'll be me.
Right. I saw you here shortly after the attack. My word, to get away from Talmberg like that, quite remarkable. It's clear.
I'm listening.
We've been having terrible problems with poachers lately. In Sir Divish's forests, we've been finding gutted...
And you want me to track down...
Indeed. Whatever you...
Do you suspect...
Well, it's hard to say, but seeing how much harm they're causing, I'd say they're no crofters looking for...
Shouldn't you be dealing with the
I should, you're quite right. But when I asked the local folk anything, their mouths...
Do you think the locals are in on it?
Well, I don't know, maybe. But even if not, they'll never talk to me. They're scared I'll dig some skeleton out of their cupboard. You know, the smaller the village, the bigger the secrets. That's why I need an out...
I understand. I'll try...
Certainly. Ask around the village. And it wouldn't hurt to ask in the inn in the glade, the one on the road towards Neuhof.
That's clear enough.
Thanks for your help. God be with you.
God. Hey, is someone there?
Yeah. Yeah.
Who's there? What's going on?
Yeah.
Good day.
Would you know of any way I could earn a bit of coin?
As it happens,
So, tell me.
now and again, the fisherman from Talmberg comes around here with some game to sell. There's more and more.
Don't tell me that...
There isn't. Only they're cheap.
Why's that?
He's a strange one for a poacher. He's got ideas.
Sounds good to me.
All right. Then find a fellow in Talmberg who goes by the name of Black Lukesh.
Thanks. How's trade?
Nothing we can't handle.
Where...
The sec.
Good morning.
Here.
I heard there are poachers in the...
If only if it was just poachers.
It's that sorcerer Hare. He's the one who...
Tell me something about Hannikin.
Ah, that was all years ago. He claimed up at the castle to be a nobleman's son, and so he got the office of...
And how...
Well, he was able to vanish into thin air in the forest.
That doesn't sound very...
That's because you've not seen his marksmanship. It wasn't natural. The thing...
I see. How did it go with...
I'm not one to gossip, but she was a flighty lass in her younger years. She could never make up her mind which one she wanted.
What do you mean?
Oh, that was quite something. And then some on top of it. Sir Henry of Lipo was visiting here at the castle, and Hare snapped his guard. Of course, they found him out. But how do you keep a sorcerer and lock him?
Oh, well. Any idea why he murdered?
No one knows, and most likely never will.
Was he actually...
I suppose so. Else they'd hardly...
That's probably... There is one other... Has anyone actually seen this Hannikin Hare?
Oh, he exists all right. But he flits around.
Goings on?
Cavorting and raising hell. Sorcery! Hare, or...
Very well. Who does Hare want...
Master Huntsman Nicholas?
So Nicholas came up.
That one always...
Thanks.
God be with you.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
God save. How may I help you, good knight?
I've got a few questions.
So ask.
I heard you saw something fishy.
That's right.
Can you describe what you saw?
It was after dark, I remember that. I went up past the castle along by the clearing, and I saw someone had lit a fire, and there were figures, and I could smell roast meat. It was like a feast of some sort. Only I thought maybe it was some...
Did you recognize anyone there?
No. Like I said, it was dark.
Did you hear any familiar voice?
No. But I heard girls' laughter.
Where is the clearing?
A short walk north of the castle. There's a track past the wood...
Thanks. What do you make of this poaching that's been...
It's clear as day. Hannikin Hare's back. And putting those antlers on Nicholas's house.
You mean to say his wife's cheat?
All I'm saying is she...
Well, you're the first who's certain of Hare's return. So far, I've...
Well, now, I wouldn't say I'm completely sure.
You were singing a different...
So?
It's nothing to you, but I'm helping Nicholas unmask that local poach.
Oh.
Well, now you know. And you also know not to keep anything from me.
All right, I'll tell you what I know. But promise...
I'll do what I can, but I need to let him know what I discover.
It's to do with Margaret, his wife. They say it's all because of...
Keep going.
I know full well Hare's here. because Margaret...
What did she tell you?
That he waited in the woods till she came by and they exchanged some words. Words was all she told me. Who knows what they actually...
And what did they speak about?
I don't know. But if Nicholas knew they'd met...
You're sure she wasn't saying it in jest?
Oh, no.
That's all I need.
God be with you.
Yeah! Yeah.
Someone. Hey, who's there?
Huh. God save. What can I do for...
I'd like to ask you about Hannah.
I'm sorry, but I really...
The thing is, every time I spoke to someone about
Hey,
hair,
who's there?
But I don't.
you aren't to blame for anything, is that it?
What's that?
Well, I am willing to believe you.
Very well.
How were things between you and him?
There was nothing between us. Hannah can...
So you didn't want it?
That's village.
Did Hare really commit the murder?
God in heaven, how should I...
That remains to be seen. What did you talk about?
I see Betty's...
Don't blame her. I had to work hard to weasel it out of her.
Oh, all right. Well, it seems...
And what about you?
What do you mean? I was...
Is that all he told?
He said if I change my mind, I'm to...
Where was it you...
I wish I could tell you. The whole thing was like a fever dream. I almost got lost twice.
I want you to hang that garland.
But I don't want to go anywhere with him.
You don't have to go anywhere. But tell me.
On the way to Ujits. Back then, we used to meet by the great big...
And what time will it be?
At dawn. What are you going...
Never you mind. The main thing is it will all get sorted.
I suppose.
That'll be everything.
God bless.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm guessing Nicholas won't be joining us. Who the devil are you?
I thought you wanted to meet up with Margaret.
Fortunately, I'm not that much of a fool anymore. I was hoping I'd tempt Nicholas out of his lair. But let's get to the...
My name is Henry.
So are you going to...
I am.
All I ask is that you listen.
Why should I listen to...
Because if you care about justice...
Anyone can say that.
And that's precisely why the...
Let me guess. You're going to tell me you're...
I wouldn't presume. I've been poaching on the Divish estate, and I'll take the punishment I deserve. But the crime...
Who are you, anyway?
Let me introduce myself. My name is...
The nobleman?
My house became sadly impoverished.
Gamekeeper turned poacher?
Nicholas gave me no...
What happened to your family?
My father lost his influential friends and the money with them. After his death, I inherited only his debts. There was nothing for it but to sell off all our possessions, see to my sister's welfare, and manage as best I could.
That sounds a rough deal.
Believe it or not, I never cared for the life of a nobleman.
What happened between you and Nick?
I was falsely accused of murder. Henry of Lipa visited Talmberg, and the morning after the banquet in his honor, one of his...
And didn't they have any cause to...
That's just it, they did.
I know Sir Hanish of Lipa. Was Sir Henry...
Indeed. He was on his way to Ratai to take charge of the fiefdom for young Sir Hans Capon.
Why did you get into a fight with him?
The fall of the House of Zalush was the work of the Lord...
And then what?
Nicholas began to pull strings. Several people.
Why would he have done that?
He wanted rid of me. We were both in love with the same lass, you see. But back then, there was no question which of the two of us would win her. I was the huntsman of noble blood.
Do you know who did?
No. He was found in a ditch with his neck broken. He could have.
And that never occurred?
It did. But some people swore they'd seen us jostling on the...
What did Margaret?
She took me for a fool. She only had eyes for Nicholas.
How?
She could have told the truth. After the banquet, I was with her.
How did you get out of it?
What leads you to imagine?
Your head's still on your shoulders, so you must have escaped somehow.
I'm alive. But my name and my family's name has been dragged through the...
If you say so.
Well, it's true. I had the good fortune.
An interesting story.
I can't complain of boredom.
Even if I believed you, there's no proof. It all happened a...
I know. But if I didn't believe in my own innocence, I'd have to be crazy.
Why?
If I truly were guilty, why would I risk coming back to Bohemia?
Nicholas took everything you had, regardless of your guilt or innocence.
I'm not like him. Anyway, you're right. I don't have any proof of my innocence.
This is one of the most insane stories.
That doesn't surprise.
Something tells me you're speaking the truth.
Thank you. And if you want to help me, come to the old mine gallery in Broad Woods.
I'll be there.
I have a plan, but I need some help.
So, what are you up to?
Working out how to get Nicholas.
And how would you do that?
Simple. I've had the priest in Janowitz write me up a parchment. When Nicholas signs it,
How do you want to force him to do that?
he won't have a choice, or rather he will have, between his wife.
I'm not following this.
It's plain enough. We'll kidnap Margaret. That's to say, you'll kidnap Margaret while I distract Nicholas. If he...
Kidnapping? That doesn't seem like much.
No? Take a look around you, Henry. Sigismund kidnapped Wenceslas, his own brother.
True, but Sigismund and Medek kidnapped the men they wanted to bargain with. You're thinking of taking...
And what of it? Those others did it for money or power.
But that confession's just a scrap of parchment with writing.
That scrap of parchment is for Sir Divish and the provincial court.
So Nicholas will go free, and...
Hopefully.
So what do I need to do?
I had Nicholas's prize. I'm sure Nicholas will recognize it.
And I meant to kidnap his wife.
Of course, it would be best if she went with you voluntarily. That's why I'm sending you. When you get her, bring her here.
All right.
Don't forget.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
What are you doing here? Get lost, or you'll have me to reckon with. Are you deaf? Hey, you! Don't move a muscle! Surrender! You've committed...
Stop!
I warned you, you've no business here. This definitely won't come cheap.
Are you pulling my pizzle? Don't you know who I am? You better watch...
But I was just... You... You've no business here. Clear off, or you'll be sorry.
What hole did you crawl out of? You've no business here.
Good work, Henry. Now we have to act fast and sort out Nicholas. Are you all right?
I have to say, that bitch could...
Watch your mouth! She may not be my betrothed anymore, but that doesn't mean I'll stand.
Alright, I was just saying.
Well, don't.
I don't think about it much.
Take this confession. Go to Nicholas and make him sign it before...
What if you...
You'll have to make him.
I'm not...
Believe me, I'd rather not drag you into it at all. But if Nicholas...
I see. And what if he attacks?
Then of course you'll have to defend yourself. If you knock some sense into...
Alright. I'll get to it.
Here's the doc.
Where would I find you?
I'll wait for you in the clearing. Be quick. I don't want to keep poor Margaret here and...
I understand.
Yeah. Yeah.
Have you seen my wife, Margaret? I'm sure something must have happened.
Yes, I've seen...
Well, speak, where is she?
Hannikin Hare is holding her captive.
How do you know that?
It makes no odds. Just listen to me.
What, you whoreson? Tell me where...
You bluster all you want, but if you ever want to see Margaret again, you better get a grip on yourself.
Where is she? Tell me!
You scratch my back, and I'll scratch yours. Sign this parchment here.
I, Nicholas Angel, do hereby confess... What? You must be out of your...
Sign it if you cherish Margaret's life. I can't vouch.
Hare's bluffing. He'd never harm Margaret.
I wouldn't be so sure. If you take a man's sweetheart, his home and his job, and leave him in the shadow...
So, I have you...
I swear it. Neither Hare nor I will stand...
There. Now tell me...
There's an old mine gallery, a little to the south of here. Margaret...
I certainly hope so.
Yeah.
So, have you got it?
It's done. He signed it.
Voluntarily.
Yes. More or less.
Well, I'm glad it's been done without bloodshed.
What now? Will you take the confession to Talmberg?
We'll go together. I need you to bear witness. I've been gone for years, and I'm not sure they'll take my word for anything.
Well, I hope they do believe you. Otherwise, we're both for the...
Don't worry. Divish won't forget our form. We'll wait until morning and then set off.
Right.
Anakin Hare, I never expected to see you again.
It was the will of God that I returned.
You realize that Sir Henry of Lipa has never repealed his sentence against you. I'm duty-bound to arrest you and turn you over to the provincial court.
Perhaps. But will you read this first? Henry here is my witness that your master huntsman Nicholas signed it himself. This ought to change their minds.
It might. I'm sorry, Anakin. I always trusted you. But your guilt seemed irrefutable. Nicholas was very thorough. Oh, there's no doubting his own confession. Captain.
Yes, sir.
Have the Master Huntsman arrested.
That won't be necessary. I don't think they'll find him.
I understand. So, what's to be done with you now? Poaching? And kidnapping the Master Huntsman's wife. You see my difficulty.
I know. I can't stay here. It's enough to know my name is cleared.
I'll have a letter drawn up to recommend you to the service of Sir Vincent at Vellish Castle.
Thank you, sir.
But if Nicholas has vanished and we're sending you to Vellish, then who's going to be my master hunter here?
There's one obvious candidate. Henry here. Help me bring Nicholas to justice. And he's no disgrace as a hunter.
Really? Well, what of it, young man?
It would be an honor, sir.
Good, good. Then I hereby name you Master Huntsman at Talmberg Castle. My Chamberlain will tell you more about your new responsibilities. Good luck to you, Hannigan.
Thank you, Henry. I could never have managed it without you. God willing, we'll meet again one day.
Look out!
God Almighty, has something...
God be with you. What the hell? Mother of God!